langsung tanpa bikin protes. Nutrisi hidup ini bekerja layaknya alarm presisi, ngebantu bangunin sel tulang pasif dan mengisi jaringan kosong dengan kalsium padat. Hasilnya, tulang terbantu kembali aktif dan padat ternutrisi penuh. Postur tubuh impianmu bukan lagi sekadar mitos, semuanya didukung tumbuh optimal. Hahaha. Impianmu bukan lagi sekadar mitos, semuanya didukung tumbuh optimal.
And the phones of the light. Protect my life, tell everybody shoot. Nothing I want to. I just sit on for you. Apakah satu kok? Benar. Tapi kalau lampu nih, ya wes, terus kan aku terus kono. Oh, nggih. Mana lah? Pase. Nganone sing dikunyangklongno. Videonya kok belum bisa ya? Tes. Aku mesti gini. Ngomong. Tabrak. Era masuk tuh. Berkali. Iki tak rasanya enak berorientasi bola, Bang. Nanti boleh kurasa wis ora gitu. Era enak ya. Wis kok jajan. Enek pas di iku lho dikiku marake ning bal. Ya kok pemain. Oh pemain. Aku enak bola. Udah. Pasti ya segitu. Wah. Aku wah. Nah, harus ngomong siji medun lah. Enggak, L2, kotaknya segitiga. Soalnya baru kan gak gue L2, itu gak iso langsung.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim,
Well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity, in conviction, in tempo even. And that's not a bad thing.
if you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Balde making good progress. Now it's come to nothing. Shot could be on.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bernal.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Rashford. Gavi. He's found a way through. Goes for a shot!
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I think it'll be fascinating, Peter, to see what this fella Gavi's been tasked with. Because he's very good at progressing the ball, recycling the ball, distributing the ball. And you'd expect...
Lewandowski! That is terrific from Lewandowski! He's got himself an absolute peach. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Yamal. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point.
And the score is 1-0.
And Martin. And it's Cancelo. Bernal.
Rashford.
It's Pedri. And here's Gavi.
Oh, that's neat.
Decent chance! That's another chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Yamal. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Gavi. Pedri. No way through. Yamal. This might spell danger.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Gavi. Pedri did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Bernal. Araujo. And it's Bernal. Gavi makes a dash for it. Yamal. Now it's Lewandowski. João Cancelo. And it's lofted through here. Pedri powering forward here.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Gavi. Now it's Rashford. Now it's Pedri. João Cancelo charging forward, the ball at his feet. And it's Gavi. Rashford. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job.
Pretty robust defending.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he's going to have his name taken.
João Cancelo. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Barcelona leading by 1 at the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Barcelona can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Barcelona currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Pressing high and with purpose. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gavi. And they can counter here. Pedri. And Bernal. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Gavi. Some intricate passing, looking to... Shapes to shoot!
Rashford really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Valde. He's found a way past. That is lovely. It's Rashford! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Cleared without hesitation. Barcelona are still that goal to the good. Martin. And it's Rashford. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Thinks about the shot. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Pedri.
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Throw in.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 6, el dorsal 10,
Dani Olmo.
el dorsal 9.
Well
el
seen,
dorsal
saw
8,
that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not
el
it.
dorsal 20, el dorsal 19,
And it's De Jong.
el dorsal 29, el dorsal 21, el dorsal 2. Cambio de jugadores.
Bernal clears without hesitation. Nicely weighted ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That has been knocked clear. And now the breakaway. Bargi powering forward here. Now this could be a chance.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Dani Olmo. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
João Cancelo. Rafinha. Ferran Torres. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Dani Olmo. João Cancelo. And it's Olmo. This is De Jong. Couldn't squeeze it through. Look at the space here. Is there any support? He might not need it. Barcelona close now to seeing this one through to the end. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bernal. And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
So we're very much on the way now. Gavi did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. It's a goal kick. Lewandowski chasing after it. Gavi. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker. Not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high or, indeed, getting too comfortable.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Out of play for a throw. Pedri. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Pedri. Bernal. It's Pedri. Driving through the... And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Quarter of an hour played. Araujo. And it's Rashford. Great defending, strong and determined. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Gavi does well not to be outdone there. Yamal. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Lewandowski, knocks it out wide. Koundé. Balde clears. And they've got a throw. And it's been hooked away. Ball's out once more. Rashford. Yamal. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. And it's Rashford. Pedri. Now it's Gavi. Lewandowski. Yamal. He's found a way through. Lovely bit of skill. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. João Cancelo. And Yamal. Gavi. 30 minutes gone. Rashford. Some really good ball movement. Rashford. Brilliantly cut out. Pedri.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Gavi. Yamal. Now it's Rashford. It's Rashford! And there's a goal! Barcelona are back in business! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And here's Lewandowski. Pedri. Bernal. Now it's Lewandowski. And here's Rashford. Now it's Gavi. Now there's a fine ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Rashford, caresses it through, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Pedri. Some good work on the right flank here.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Gavi. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Now it's Rashford. Rashford! They've scored! Well, how's that for a class finish? And that is all they have time for. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And here's Rashford. That's good play. It's Rashford! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That is a brilliant interception. Lewandowski. And it's Gavi. And Bernal. And it's Lewandowski. Now it's Yamal. Can he get away here? Gavi producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Bernal. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Rashford currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And we have our very first corner. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Gavi. Rashford. He's looking unstoppable! Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Martin proves too strong. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Balde, he has found the way through. Balde made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bernal, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Bernal did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Fernandez. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Looking to play him in. Babji. Oh, that's fabulous. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Chance! Well, he's not going to get any further than that. Plenty to aim at here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, super find. And he's definitely onside. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
It's a good run down the right. Ferran Torres. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning.
Real chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Barchi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Rashford. The final 5 minutes. That is good progress on the left. That is good alertness. Fernandez. Now it's Ferran Torres. Fernandez. And Babji.
Oh, great feat, that.
That is lovely. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Araujo gets a foot in here. Looking for options for movement. Tries a shot! Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
So that's it. It is all over. Barcelona can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward.
Can he finish? Yamal. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker. Not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high or, indeed, getting too comfortable.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Rashford, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Pedri. And it's Martin. Not the most accurate pass. Bernal. And it's Pedri. And this is Lewandowski. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. First quarter of an hour gone. That's very neat. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Yamal. Barcelona just about within shooting range. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Cleared without hesitation. It's their second corner of the game. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Araujo, and it's Bernal. Yamal does well not to be outdone there. Lewandowski. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, good spread. Yamal. Balde did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Rashford. Pedri. Bernal. Rashford. Now it's Lewandowski. Lewandowski! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Gavi. And Bernal. And it's Pedri. And it's Rashford. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And this is Lewandowski. Pedri. Caught offside that time. Now it's Lewandowski. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pedri. And here's Yamal. Bernal. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but not...
It's Rashford!
Denied by an instinctive save.
Rashford is offering a wry smile there.
He's rising! He will be livid with himself.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Now he's off and running, and he cuts out the supply. Bernal. Closing in on goal. He is through. Yamal! Bernal.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And here's Lewandowski.
Habrá un minuto de
Gavi.
descuento.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Ambitious ball here. Great ball. Lewandowski! And now they can clear their lines. And the referee has blown for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Well, that's well spotted. Bernal, pressing high and with purpose. Pedri. Gavi. Is there any support? He might not need it. Gavi really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. So what can they make of this? Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now it's Lewandowski. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Gavi tries a shot!
Gavi made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El
The
dorsal
two
6.
coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same
El
time.
dorsal 10. el dorsal 14, el dorsal 8. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 20, el dorsal 11, el dorsal 21.
And here's Danny Olmo.
El dorsal 7,
There's the
el
shot!
dorsal 21. Se va a realizar
Same
un
again,
cambio de
same
jugador.
outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Bargi. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Rafinha. Christensen. Pass somewhat off target. De Jong. No, he's not getting past him there. Rafinha. And they can counter here. That's a nicely shaped ball. Rafinha. Now Fernandez. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Danny Olmo. Danny Olmo. He's found a way through. Drives it in. Bernal with the clearance.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
He has found a way through. And he can thump it away. Rafinha. And it's Olmo. Oh, easy pickings there.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Well read, nice interception. Rashford going forward, floated through. Rashford, oh, he's got a sight of goal.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Balde proves too strong. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. He'll try from distance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Ferran Torres really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
And it's hoisted clear. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And now they can spring out of defence. He's in plenty of space here. That is a brilliant interception. There you have it. The referee says that time is up. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And here's Lewandowski.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Gavi. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé, when it comes to building from the back. I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes, where you see him hit the front line with diagonals, switch play. He's got a great, varied passing game, but I really have been surprised at how good a ball carrier he is.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Koundé, Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. It's Pedri, and it's Gavi. Pedri, Rashford. That pass has been well intercepted. Yamal. Lewandowski. That is good strength. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Gavi. Rashford. Yamal. And it's Rashford. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Pedri. Gavi. And it's Bernal. And here's Yamal. Yamal making good progress on the right-hand side. Gavi. And it's Gavi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. This is the time you need that pace.
Can he get away here? Succumbs to the pressure. Yamal. Bernal. Yamal. Yamal running with the ball. And he was quick to react. 30 minutes gone. Yamal. Gavi. Gavi purring through the gears. Bernal did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And here's Rashford. Oh, that's superb. Steaming on goalwards. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Knocks it into space. Now it's Yamal. Koundé does really well to win the ball there. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Yamal.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
5 minutes till the break. And Yamal. And here's Rashford. Just eases him off the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And this is Lewandowski. Now it's Rashford. Now it's Pedri. Gavi. And the shot. Surely! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. Back on the way then. Yamal! And he's stuck it away! Gavi. And here's Lewandowski. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pedri. Bernal. And Yamal. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Now it's Rashford. Bernal. Pedri. Pedri. And it's Rashford. And here's Gavi. Bernal did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And that's gone loose. Pedri. Look at the space. Oh, shooting chance! Deftly away. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Pedri. That's an excellent interception. He's having a hit! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 6, el dorsal 10, el dorsal 9, el dorsal 8, el dorsal 14.
And it's De Jong. Is there any support he might not need? And again! And that is wildly off target.
El dorsal 21, el dorsal 7.
João Cancelo goes direct. Here's Ferran Torres. And he's quick to snatch it back. Dani Olmo. De Jong. And it's Olmo. Goes for a shot! Fernandes. And Bernal. De Jong.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
De Jong. João Cancelo deals with that comfortably. 75 minutes played.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He might be in here! Oh, look at the space here. And the finish! He's got a goal! Finally, the deadlock is broken!
What a time to take the lead. but now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Danny Olmo. And he's managed to get free. Plenty to aim at here. Very much into the last knockings. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Fernandez. Thinks about the shot. Chance for a shot!
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's a foul, no two ways about it. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. And that is that. Barcelona have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
Things already rolling. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pedri. Lewandowski. Gavi does really well to win the ball there. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this fella, Alejandro Balde, is a defender who's been coached in the ways of the...
He's had a shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
That's good defending, very good defending. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Great chance! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
And the shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. Balde getting this one clear. He's having a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Gol del Barcelona. Marcó en el minuto 19.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
So much time and the shots! And there's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that is expertly dealt with. And here's Pedri. Might be danger here. Plenty to aim at here. Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Barcelona with the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see...
Real chance! And that's a sharp finish. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Quite a game this, all square again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And here's Gavi. Oh, he's got a decent chance! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Barcelona leading now. And here's Lewandowski! And he hits the net. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So again, we have parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Pedri.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Some good work on the right flank here. Gavi wins the duel this time. Pedri. Rashford. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. And whistle goes for half-time. Barcelona are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, as remarkable as it is, this is where we stand. An extraordinary scoreline, and it's only half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Barcelona have their second corner now. Keeper has taken decisive action. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Gavi. Now it's Lewandowski. Lewandowski driving forwards. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Bernal. And here's Lewandowski. Stood up well to him there.
Lewandowski really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Shot could be on. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Pedri. Oh, this is a terrific run. Araujo defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. In with the challenge. Now it's Lewandowski. Bernal.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. And it's Gavi. Aimed beyond the defence. It's Rashford! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So we have movement on both benches. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Bargi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's found a way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again. Terrific effort! And a neat finish! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Barcelona dragged themselves back again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rafinha. Rafinha making good progress on the right-hand side. Now it's Lopez. That is lovely.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Rashford currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Casado. Now that looks a decent ball. Rashford picks it up out wide. Rafinha. Rafinha. And that's been intercepted. And he's quick to get rid. That's good running with the ball. Looking to play him in. And there's green grass ahead of him. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Rafinha. He has found the way through. He's in a great position here.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Fernandes! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. The message is simple: defend this with your lives.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That is a little undercooked. He's having a hit! Oh, it's hit the post! He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Oh, the protests are futile. The decision is made. Late drama. So we're ready to go. Oh, no, he misses from the spot.
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
Well, there's the clearance. There it is, the whistle. No avoiding penalties. So there was to be no definitive result.
Well, it was a pretty engaging game that flew by. The separation now is left to penalties.
So here comes the ultimate emotional roller coaster ride at the end of it all. Rashford to go first. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper. Oh, talk about coming up with the goods.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
Rashford pondering where to put it. Two penalties and neither scored. Heads in hands. The reaction says it all.
I don't think he ever really looked comfortable. Put too much pressure on himself.
Rafinha is the second man to step up for his team. Never in doubt.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
Rafinha is the man who's second in line. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save.
This to double their advantage. Oh, great save! That is a great save! Dani Olmo is third in line. Oh, he's managed to get it through the keeper. He had to, and he did. Fernandes is the fourth man to step forward for them. That's a brilliant read. Oh, keeper looked very big there.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Fernandes is the fourth man to step up.
Credit to him. You really need courage to do that in these circumstances as well.
The margin of error is 0. He has saved it, and he has won it! Barcelona have come through in the most dramatic fashion, and so welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
There's the whistle. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, you'd almost expect to know what kind of game this fella, Alejandro Balde, is going to play. I mean, we know he can operate on either side, and he's a cracking carrier of the ball. But his pace and ability to track back are huge pluses. So this guy gets up and down the pitch to great effect.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Gavi. And it's Gavi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pedri, oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's fabulous. Gavi! That's going to go a long way. Rashford. Closing in on goal. Pedri. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, they could break here. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Foot in. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Balde. Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And here's Lewandowski. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He slings it. Impressive jump. And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Balde plays it forward. Gavi. That's good running with the ball. Bernal. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, just skips past his man. Can he finish? That has ended up in no man's land. Gavi! It's anyone's ball now. And he's being shifted off it. Gavi. Pedri. And it's Pedri. Gavi. It's played through for him. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Araujo. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Lewandowski. And here's Rashford. And he's picked it up out wide. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bernal. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gavi really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Oh, what has happened here? And he shoots! They scored!
Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift before the break. Now we can look forward to a whole different game in this second half.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed off.
Decent chance! And a neat finish. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing it.
And that brings the first half to a close. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish even more control in this second half.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Gavi. That's good play. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning.
Real chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Barcelona are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Yamal. Gavi. And that interception was
most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's found a way through. The referee has given a corner. And we have our very first corner. And he thumps it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nicely spread. Pedri kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's having a hit!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Yamal looking to add to his goal. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, this looks sharp. Yamal. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Gavi finding himself in space. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Bernal. And it's Pedri. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. This is the time you need that pace.
Gavi. And that is a little undercooked. And here's Lewandowski. Bernal.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Gavi. Stood up well to him there. Pedri. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Yamal. Rashford. Great defending, strong and determined. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Rashford. Koundé concedes a free kick for that.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores. Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
El dorsal 10, el dorsal 9 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 20, el dorsal 21, el dorsal 11, el dorsal 29. Cambio de jugadores.
That's good defending, very good defending.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Could move up a gear here. Dani Olmo running a top gear. Now can he shapes to shoot? Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, it's clear that someone really wants to make a mark here, Peter, and with some style too.
And that has been cleared. Plenty to aim at here. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Rashford has got himself a free kick. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Bernal.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
De Jong. De Jong driving on and making good progress. De Jong stood his ground strongly.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Badji, a dangerous raider down the right-hand side. It's run loose here.
Habrá 2 minutos de
It'll be a
descuento.
throw-in. Picked out brilliantly. Rafinha. Barcelona could counter here. And he's picked out the run. Fernandes. Chesney gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. That's it, there is no more. It is going to penalties. So, by accident or design, neither team is giving way.
Well, both managers would have preferred not to go this far, but here we are. It's about nerve control now.
So here comes the ultimate emotional roller coaster ride at the end of it all. Boy, you can feel the tension. Rashford is first to take the long walk. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that, the way he was moving beforehand. Very good save.
Rashford is the next man in the spotlight. That's a brilliant read.
Well, I think he had the measure of that all the way, Peter, and he is pumped.
Rafinha, second in line for them. Big character, big moment, big save. So on to the second man. Never in doubt.
It was well disguised. It gave no inkling as to where he was going on that.
This for parity. No! Denied remarkably. Well, whatever he did, it worked, did it not, Jim?
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Barcelona are looking for comfort. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Barcelona are looking to him to tie things up. Oh, you're not going to save that.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
Dani Olmo is the fourth man to step up. Oh, great save! That is a great save! Bernal, the last of the designated five. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Barcelona on the verge. Oh, he saved it! And the drama continues. Some can barely watch here. Every kick potentially pivotal. Oh, great save! That is a great save! Oh, talk about coming up with the goods.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
And they have done it in sudden death.
Oh, just allow me to get my breath back a little here, Peter. What an ending. Fantastic.
Barcelona have done it. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. It is a true heavyweight clash.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
So straight into the action. It's Lewandowski! Superb from Lewandowski!
What a perfect way to spark the game. The perfect statement of intent, the perfect timing, and the perfect finish.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Lewandowski clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Lewandowski! Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's hit the post! João Cancelo clears without hesitation. Yamal. Martin. Oh, nicely intercepted. Araujo. And Bernal. And here's Lewandowski. And it's Pedri. And here's Rashford. Bernal did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Pedri. And here's Rashford. Barcelona have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. And we have our very first corner. Terrific effort! He's got a goal! Barcelona are back in business! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Pedri. That's good play. He's in a good position. Chance for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Barcelona with the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. That's good running with the ball.
Lewandowski. Gavi. Nicely shaped ball. And he's intervened well there. Barcelona have scored 2 quick goals here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Opts for safety. Pedri. And here's Rashford.
Rashford really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Goes for goal! No, not quite.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
João Cancelo. João Cancelo. Out of play for a throw. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Koundé does well not to be outdone there. Bernal, who does have an assist to his name. No, he's not getting his way this time. Gavi. And it's Lewandowski.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that was nowhere near his best. Well read, nice interception.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Martin. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy. The midway point of the game.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Barcelona are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gavi. Rashford. He was under real pressure there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Yeah, this is an exercise in prevention at source and a really strong commitment to that.
Rashford ready to try one.
This is about as perfect a free kick position as you could wish for. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Gavi. Oh, what a ball! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he cuts out the supply. Martin. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Gavi really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And that's gone loose. Pedri. Driving through the middle.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position.
And the finish! Oh, crossbar! Well, it's a fair try, but just off target.
He probably had a good view of it as well, Peter. Obviously, an inch or two lower, and that's in the back of the net.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
So
6,
changes afoot here,
el
and
dorsal
from both
10,
sides.
El dorsal 9, el dorsal 8, el dorsal
That's the
23.
throw.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 20, el dorsal 19, el dorsal 29, el dorsal 21, el dorsal 2.
And it's De
Se va a
Jong.
llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Bernal. De Jong wins the duel this time. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
This is the time you need that pace.
Balde. João Cancelo. And Rafinha. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
De Jong. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Look at the space here. And reclaimed it in a trice. Bernal. Badji. Shot could be on.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually...
It's Rashford! And that would have been game, set and match.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Balde. De Jong. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fernandes was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Fernandes gets across and deals with it. Badji. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's gone looking for safety. Into the last 5 minutes. And it's De Jong.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
On nice touch. Rafinha.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Now the cross. He leaps for it. And there's a goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So is that the decisive goal? And that will be it. Barcelona have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly.